All right, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy, the Dean. And we're gonna do a movie review today. Yeah, I got went and saw Spider-Man last night in the movies. Got out around 1:30 or something like that. And while everybody was impressed about this movie, it was as a man, there was some things that really bothered me about this movie. We're gonna review this thing. Because okay, guys, I'm not gonna give too many spoilers away because I think it was more. It was sad. It was really bad the way they did this movie. And I want to give a man review on this because guys, if y'all go to this movie and you're a man, please buckle up. Please buckle up because it is nothing. Mickey Mouse has indoctrinated everybody, man. I keep telling you, man, y'all gotta be careful. Mick. Look, y'all don't mess with the mouse. I keep telling y'all, don't mess with the mouse. But this movie, I'm not calling Spider-Man. It's Obsession 2, Bear Man. That's what I'm serious. It's Obsession 2, Bear Man. Man, this weirdo. And everybody thought it was love, man. Come on, man. We're gonna talk about this. And we're gonna break some of this down. Because a lot of y'all guys, if you haven't seen the movie, go see the movie. I'm not gonna try. If you don't want to hear spoilers, please don't listen to this. But I'm just talking to it from a man's perspective because I look, I'm a geek. I love DC, I love Marvel, but they are not making movies the way they should make them. And the way they got Peter Parker, or excuse me, Bear Man right here, they got him on some weird, stalky stuff. And we're going to talk about it. So if y'all know from the last one, your boy Peter had to do something to wipe the memory of everybody so they wouldn't see, so people wouldn't know who he was. Okay, and that's cool. All right, I get it. I get it. The only one that had the memory was Peter. But let's look at something for a second. I don't think y'all understand. Because y'all, you see, y'all think Peter was a nice, gentle person. He was a stalker. He was obsessed. He was Bear. He was obsessed with old girl, Bear Man. I'll tell you why. I tell you why he's obsessed. Let's think about it for a second. Of course, he went to go see, he went to go see his Aunt May and all that other stuff. He was going through it. I'm not gonna knock him for going through it. Okay, hold on, I got a few notes I gotta make sure I add with this. All right, yeah, I gotta add that one because I can't forget that one. But there's a few things I need to talk about with old Petey. Now, Peter was going to visit Aunt May. All right, that's cool. I'm cool with Peter going to visit Aunt May. But let's look what kind of a stalker he was. I'm not even okay. Think about this. Every day, and see, y'all don't understand a stalker. See, y'all think I'm the only one on the internet that tells you nice guys are the most dangerous people on the planet because they are weird, stalker, have an agenda. Oh, I forgot it. Wait, yeah. Okay, I got to write that down as well. Yeah, they have an agenda. They lie, they stalk, and they do a lot of weird stuff. But everybody thought good old Peter was a regular good guy. Guys, every time that Peter, because he missed old girl, he missed her, right? What was he doing? Stalker. He would go on his phone and watch all the videos of Mary Jane, loving her from afar. That's a stalker. Gentlemen, it's one thing watching a video of somebody, but when you're watching videos of that person in your chair every day, flying around on things, just sitting there watching her, wanting her, loving her from afar. That's a stalker. Ladies, if a man is watching your videos knowing he could have swung over there and talked to her, but like a stalker, he looked at her from afar, watched her from afar, was just watching. There was not one video he didn't watch with her in it. That's a stalker, gentlemen. Okay, because a lot of y'all guys are going to sit there and say, well, Steve, I mean, what's wrong with looking at a woman's video and all that stuff? All right, you got it. You got it. I guess I'm wrong. You got it. So why don't you explain this note right here? Why don't you explain this elementary thing that was stuck in a coffee cup? Because every time Peter would look at the videos and everything, he had a cup. He had a cup with a note in it, like he was in elementary school. Like he was in elementary school. He had a note in a coffee cup that he wanted to give Mary Jane because he was a stalker. And let me show you something, because you want to know how I know he's a stalker, because they even pulled up what he wrote. Hi, my name is Peter Parker, and you don't remember me, but I have something to tell you. This is some stalker shit. Okay? Okay? That's going to sound crazy, but it's the truth. And I know you're going, and I know you're going to believe me, because you're very good at telling when I'm lying. We used to know each other. We were together. I'm going to finish it, man. But I want y'all to see this. This was what he had in his coffee cup. This is what he But something bad was going to happen to the world. And the only way to stop it was to make everyone forget me, including you. Because I'm not just Peter Parker, I'm Spider-Man. And sometimes Spider-Man has to do the hard thing, okay? Even it breaks Peter Parker's heart. Maybe I'll never read this to you. Maybe I'm just writing this for me. Maybe it's my responsibility to live alone with the truth. But the truth is I love you, and I hope deep down something inside you remembers that you love. Come on, man. Come on, man. You guys, you can't tell me someone writing that, opening it up, looking at it over and over and over again. Y'all don't think that's a stalker? But let me tell you, because we're going to talk about two kinds of Peters, all right? We're going to talk about Peter Parker, and we're going to talk about a guy named Peter Prick. See, if Peter Parker was Peter Prick, this note wouldn't have happened. He would have swung his cake ass all the way to Mary Jane's, knocked on her door, and said, hey, Mary Jane, look, check it, look. I'm going to tell you straight up. I'm not going to tell you who I am, but I just want to introduce myself to you. You might not remember me, but I saved the world. Now, that sounds too crazy. You know, I'm not going to tell you anything. How you doing? Excuse me, my name is Peter Parker. And your name is? Hi, Mary Jane. It's nice to meet you. All right? He would have swung over there and told Mary Jane who he was if he was Peter Prick. But let's get to Peter Parker, because Peter Parker did some real effeminate stuff throughout the whole thing. All right, we're going to break this down. Sickening. Effeminate and sickening. I think the first effeminate, sickening thing. So he's coming out of the elevator. And then he think this is the woman right here. He runs into this woman that's all on him. Guys, let me tell you when a woman's on you. Oh my gosh, she says, oh my God. Hi, I didn't know. I'm new in these apartments. I think she said something like that. Are you a new tenant? And what did Peter Parker do? Run like a little girl. And she darn near threw herself at him in every way. And if you have game, you know what I'm talking about. Now, if he was Peter Prick, he'd have got out the elevator and say, hey, check it out. Look, I got some things to do. Hey, I'm going to go ahead and slide you my number. I'm going to get at you later, and we're going to move some furniture, and then he just runs off. But no, what did Peter Parker do? He ran because he had to get back to looking at the videos of somebody stalking somebody, and he had to get back to looking at the messages of the note that we just went over for a woman that doesn't even know him, man. That's why we call him Bear Man. He was obsessed with her. Don't give me that love stuff. That's obsession. That's obsession. And I'll explain the obsession, but we're going to continue with the movie because I'm trying to get it in order. Kind of old, so I'll remember in order. Let's move to the next part. So he finds out that he has to go to see the Russian babushka, the one who has the kind of lips that looks like she can suck the paint off of a wall. Hello, Peter. Peter, why don't you take your clothes off and join my naked ass in the water? And what did obsessed, weird Peter Parker do? I gotta keep my clothes. Now, guys, wait a second. Now, remember, man, we're talking about the same guy that's obsessed with another woman. You have this one joint butt naked in the water telling you to come into the water. Now, he finally gets dragged. He takes off his clothes, leaves his mask on, right? Dips in the toe, and he's all the way back here. She's all the way there, and he's like, like, oh my God, it's a naked girl in the sauna. It's a naked girl in the sauna. Now, I ain't going to say Peter's going to tap, but if Peter Parker was Peter Prick would have said, hey, check this out. Hey, yeah, well, we all in the water and everything, and I got an idea. Why not go ahead and get that information? Now, check it out. Now, I want to be perfectly honest with you. You ain't the only woman, because there's this joint that's in my building that I'm gonna tap on a little bit. I gotta go ahead and take care of that. But when I get done, I'm gonna go ahead and call you. You make sure you stay in your little birthday suit, because those look like those lips. They look like they can do some work. That's what Peter Prick would have done. He knew where she was at. He knew what she was doing. But what did this obsessed weirdo do? Thank you. Thank you for the information. Hey. You can't tell me if you had okay. Every man with gang said, hold up, man. Hold up. How is he in a tub with this woman name? Now, I didn't say try to take it. But why ain't he go and put his bid and let her know, look, I'm going to go do some things over here with that neighbor of mine. Then I'm going to come back and tap. I'm going to go back and tap on that ass. But no. The weirdo, nice guy that's looking at the videos, that's reading a piece of paper that he puts in a little piece of a can and everything. What is he doing? No, I don't want to do that. So Peter's running around doing all of his Spider-Man stuff, right? I'm not even going to talk about that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the weird stuff, man, that makes Peter Bear Man and stuff. So Bear Man, okay, gets all threatening and everything and feels that he's got to go save Mary Jane, right? So what does Bear Man do? Stalk his little buddy, his friend. I think, didn't he stalk his friend? He saw his little friend get some kegs or something. And what does a stalker do? He follows him home. I swear, guys, you got to watch this movie, man. This is nothing but stalker stuff. He follows his old friend home, goes to a party. And this is how I keep telling you guys, y'all got to be careful about nice guys, because this is why Peter went wrong. So Peter goes to the party, runs into Mary Jane. And instead of saying my name is Peter Parker or Peter Prick, what did he say? I got some flowers. He had some flowers, followed his friend, stalked him, followed his friend all the way to where Mary Jane lives. Because I don't think he even knew where Mary Jane lived until his friend found out. Maybe he knew his weird ass, weird and everything. Oh no, he did know where she lived because he was monitoring all of her moves like a stalker. And then when he got to the party, what did his stalky self do when she asked him what your name was? Maynard. Was it Maynard or Maynard? He was like, Maynard or my nerd. I forgot. He even lied to her about that. He didn't even tell her that, man, I'm Peter Prick. Man, I'm Peter. You know what? Look. Even though if she didn't know him, he could have said, hey, check it out. I'm Peter Prick. How you doing, Mary Jane? Sup, girl? He had to talk to you. But what did he do? No. Just watching her, staring at her, stalking her. Oh, man. Oh, man, I was the only one laughing in the theater. Stalking her. Then Mary Jane's in the kitchen with old boy. Yeah, the a-hole. The one that's tapping. And he look at him. He sees old boy kissing. And what does he do in not a rage? This is like from the Notebook. You remember have y'all ever seen the Notebook? How they were in the rain? You know those sappy rain scenes. Oh yeah. And I failed to mention, even if you watch the beginning of the show, this is him upside down stalking Mary Jane on his phone. But we're not even talking about that. So Mary Jane and her boyfriend start kissing, and the stalker gets all pissy, leaves at a rant and starts to swing in the rain and all crying and miserable, and the rain's hitting his face. And he's the one mad because Mary Jane, who doesn't know him, moved on. And not only did he lie, not only did he follow, he stalked and all that stuff. Now he's all mad and upset. So then he runs into the X-Men chick, Jane, Wolverine, the one he chasing after, and Cyclops, they chasing after her and stuff. So they get into a little tussle and stuff. And then all of a sudden, I don't have it, but then they have this little scene where he goes in his mind. This ain't it, where he's sitting on a bed with his aunt. What is his aunt name? His aunt. Aunt May. Aunt May. Yeah. You know the Aunt May. Everybody like, yeah, I tap on that aunt. But the problem is, and I don't mind Aunt May, but who are we forgetting here? Aunt May was cool. I get it. Aunt May was teaching him something, but who are we forgetting here? Uncle Ben. Why wasn't Uncle Ben? If it was Uncle Ben, Ben would have said, well, Peter, why don't you go tap that Russian chick at the sauna? And you got another chick in your building. What's wrong with your boy? What's wrong with your son? Now, remember, Peter was the reason Uncle Ben died because Peter let somebody slide by that turned around and killed Ben. But what did Uncle Ben teach Peter? One of the greatest lessons ever. What did Ben teach him? Aunt May didn't teach him with great power comes great responsibility. Shout out to my dog, Uncle Ben. But here's the question. Where was Uncle Ben when Peter was going and when Jane was going in her mind? Was it named Jane? Whatever, that X-Men chick. Where was Uncle Ben at? Where was Uncle Ben? Where was Ben? Why are we feminizing Spider-Man? Having the comfort of Aunt May, but forget about Uncle Ben. But that's not it. Mr. Stalker, guys, all I'm going to say, y'all at home, and some guy in some tights jump in your bed and say, hey, come with me. Hey, come with me. I got to keep you safe, and I'm going to take you to a secluded area. Come on, game it out. Hey, you don't know me. Come with me, and I'm going to take you to the secluded area. Leave your phone behind, but I'm going to take you to the secluded area where no one can find you. Come with me. Is that not stalker vibes? Is that not stalker vibes? And if everybody saw Obsession, y'all will see what I'm talking about. This was a twisted, sick movie about somebody obsessing over a woman. And then he gonna ask his boy, the Punisher, to help him out. And then all of a sudden, you know, they get into tussles and all that other stuff. And then what they do with the Punisher? He in the hospital talking about you're my best friend and crying and stuff. They crying together. Come on, man. What are we doing? What are we doing, man? That's not even, see, that is some weird stalky vibes, man. Women need to be careful about people like this. And just to backtrack some, I forgot to tell you about the real stalky thing. Because old girl flipped her, you know, the X-Men chick flipped Mary Jane, and she started talking that yak to Spider-Man. And what this Kate, oh my God, Mary Jane, it's been you. You really love me, and I love you. Man, do you see what stalkers do? Stalkers have it in their head that they live in this world of this bubble. The chick that was just tongue kissing some guy in her room would just like him and hug him and kiss him. And then he realized he was a sucker because he got manipulated. And then he got all mad and upset. So they're doing all the fight and all this other stuff. So then the worst part is right here, old girl right here. She finds the letter. Yes, gentlemen. She finds the letter and reads the letter and all this other stuff. And then she's like, well, wait, why would you lie to me? Like, I mean, this is some stalky things. Like, why wouldn't you be honest with me? What do you see what Mickey Mouse is teaching young people? If you like a girl, lie to her. If you like a girl, beat around the bush, walk on eggshells, love her from afar, stare at her, stalk her, watch her Instagrams and her TikToks and her YouTube shorts, watch all that stalky stuff, and then find your way to get to her apartment. And if she doesn't give you what you want, pout and then leave in a thrust with the rain falling all on you. But then when you get around other women that are trying to get, that are talking to run away from those women. But see, if he was Peter Prick, he would have had this one. He would have been talking to that one. He would have talked to that one. And if he was really smooth, Peter Prick would have probably had two of them messing around. He would have all three of them at once. He would have all three of them. But see, that's the problem with these kind of movies. What they want to do is they want to put men in a position of weakness and not dominant. And I get it. People saying, well, Peter Parker was not that way in the comics. I'm not talking about the comics. I'm talking about if you have game and you watch Spider-Man, you know we geeks in this joint. But that's not a man. That's obsession. Bear Man, Peter Parker, aka Bear Man. Think about the size of it. From the moment the movie started, he was stalking her. And throughout the beginning of the movie, he was stalking her. He had notes that he was reading, stalking her. And no one thought it, everybody thought it was cool. And then he would dream about his Aunt May and not his Uncle Ben. He would want that chick so bad. And then when he didn't get her, he cried, got mad. And then he would, come on, man. And what was so crazy, like when he dropped her off and everything, she was like, would you like to come up? Would you like to come up? Yeah, would you like to come up? So she tells him, come up. So instead of being with Mary Jane on site, hey, hey, Mary, hey, look, I'm Peter Prick, you know what I mean? I'm up here and everything. We can't really do nothing now, but we go ahead and get rid of that third wheel. We can move some furniture. No. What did weird Peter Parker stalker do? He was sitting there playing Legos with another dude, with a woman that he's obsessed with in the same room. And then y'all think I'm the crazy one. And then y'all don't see why we call him Bear Man. Why we call it Obsession 2 Bear Man? Because this is not Spider-Man. This was a stalker, man. This was, dude, just watch it twice. Maybe y'all guys watching, y'all missed it. But think about Obsession and look at all of the weird obsessive things that he's doing. Writing letters, watching videos, following her around, getting mad when she's kissing somebody else, trying to secretly stash her away, trying to protect her, lying about his name, getting jealous, spending time with her, playing Legos with another dude when you got a woman around you. What are we doing? And then talking to your Aunt May all day and not your Uncle Ben. Because if it was Uncle Ben, Ben would have said, boy, if you don't get downstairs and tap it, and come here, let me talk to you. MF. Now you ain't gonna cuss. Did you see the lips on old girl? You better get over it. You know where she at. Get your ass over there and talk to her. Man, Uncle Ben said, man, if you ain't gonna tap, don't you go ahead and get with that Russian. You get with old Russian girl and stuff like that. See what I'm saying? That's what he should have said. Right. He met old Russian girl. She would have said, okay, you're back, Spider-Man. I can't do my Russian babushka. I cannot believe you come back, Spider-Man. And he was like, no, girl, I'm Peter Prick. He would have said, hey, by the time he got done with her, she would have been saying to the rest of these boys, I know that's Klingon, but she'd have been talking Klingon and Russian, and then there would have been subtitles like this.
Nuts on my head, nuts on my nose, nuts in my mouth, crunch, crunch, oh!
That's what happened. So, gentlemen, I want you guys out here who saw Spider-Man, wait till it comes on. Watch it twice from the obsession side. Don't watch it from the good guy side. Watch it from the obsession side and see Bear Man and how sick and twisted and weird that was. I can't believe they're pushing this on these kids today to beat around the bush, walk on eggshells, lie to women, manipulate women, will stare at women, watch all their videos and don't, they're pushing this agenda, man. Come on, man. Y'all, hey guys, let me know what y'all think. Guys, no, listen, don't watch it twice. Watch it from the obsession side and see what I'm talking about. Man, this was not Spider-Man. This was Obsession 2, Bear Man, because he was sick and he was twisted. So let me know what y'all think in the comments. I didn't mean to give it away, but if you saw the movie, y'all know what I'm talking about. Come on, man. If you got this game, you would have been tagging all three of them, man. You would have been hitting all three of them, man. Come on. Those that have game, y'all know what I'm talking about. But Bear Man, this was terrible. This is Obsession 2, Bear Man. Man, get at your boy. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Let me know what you thought about this movie. Was he that weird or wasn't he? Because think about it. Is he really a nice guy? Or is he an obsessed, sick person for doing all the weird stalkery things to her with that note and all that stuff, man. Let me know what you think in the comments. Peace.